Howdy, folks. Hope you're doing well and staying safe. I almost wonder if I should do this in my Scottish accent since I'm half Scottish. Because the British subs are here. They're in early access. I have three of them so far. I have the Undine. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that. Sturdy, and I have the Thrasher. That's a new skill set I like. That comes from the captain skill. I really do like, but I'll get to that in a minute. The fun place for here, we had two aircraft carriers in this game, so I will assure you that no one was having a good time. I believe this is my second game or first game. I can't remember off the top of my head in this boat. The one thing I will tell you, this is kind of funny, the Tier 6 boat is actually better than the two Tier 8s. Don't ask why. I'll show you in a minute. It's really amazingly neat. I do like it. But overall, I'm very happy about this. There is a steep price to get these boats in early access, including some containers. I got the Alliance, I think, after like 6, 7 containers. No, it was 13 or whatever. But I'll get to that when I do my review on her. And there it is again. I do like that captain skill. It is very helpful, especially when the fun police are around. All right, so as always, let's get into it. I want to talk about it, and then I'll tell you more about it at the end of it, because at the end of this, I was having a standoff with a Cossack. It was fun. She's got 25 millimeters of plating on the side, so she's tougher than the two tier 8s. So it's great. I was surprised when I saw that. So you can kind of fight your way out of things. Survivability, she's got only 6,000 or 9,600. Yeah, it's not that good. So watch your health. She's got a 3-inch gun or 76 millimeter, one gun. It fires every 5 seconds, and it's got a 4 kilometer range. If you're within 4 kilometers and you have to surface use your gun, you're probably going to die. Just putting that out there. Hydro, 6.5 seconds for pinging. One ping will last 25 seconds if you attach it, and the other's 50. I have a captain skill that puts it over 60 seconds, but I'll get to that in a minute. Ping width, 15 meters. That's normal. And range is 10 kilometers because the acoustic torpedoes are 10 kilometers. She's got 6 torpedoes up front, and they are a number of loaders is 3. 10 kilometer range, 75 knots. The biggest deal is two things. One, these are the acoustic ones, so they do 6,200 and change in damage, and they're seen at 1.7 kilometers. So they can be outmaneuvered quite easily. Diving capacity is pretty straightforward. So at the end of the day, this is what it is. I have things that make recharging better and faster, but I'll get to that in a minute. Maneuverability, she's 21 knots on the surface. She's got a 410 millimeter turn and rudder shift at 4.7. She's really good at this. Underwater, 16.8 and 7.3 for dive planes termed. This is her weakness right here, 2.6 meters per second diving and surfacing. Yeah, that's half the Tier 8s. It's very slow. So you have to be ready to dive. Concealment is fantastic, 5.5. Periscope's 2 kilometers. Max depth, sure you can't be seen at all. And of course, detectability by air is 2 kilometers. It's really good. I'm very happy with that, especially in the surface. I try to stay on the surface as much as possible. Here's my consumables. This is what I take. This is a standard build I do in all three of them. So you saw so far, engine room protection. Then I do take dive capacity modification 1. And then I take submarine steering gear modification 2. I do have all the upgrades in the boat to make sure. Standard ping, acoustic torpedo, as I said before. Heal, she's only got 3 heal repairs. They last 15 seconds, and they're 57 seconds between each one. Hydroacoustic, this is for ships or subs on the surface and at periscope depth. It lasts 30 seconds. It's a 6 kilometer range hydro, basically. Helps you when you go down to periscope depth or depth underwater to see the ships you want to shoot at. I had one game where I've used this quite a bit, but I do like this ability to do this. And reload time's only 28.5 seconds. Now, submarine surveillance, you see submarines underwater. It's 6 kilometer range again, hydro. It lasts for 60 seconds. I'm glad there's no limit of charges for this because I use this all the time. It's a great thing to have for submarines, especially if you can get out of range and then nail it pretty quick, and then you can put yours back in. They've already used theirs. Now, you saw my flags. The flags are standard build. That's what I use for all three of them. I don't use any camo because I'm not paying for it. I got Andrew Cunningham here. This is the build I use for him as the liquidator because I want my plus 30 chance of torpedoes damage and floods. I use helmsman because I want more diving, coming up and down, rudder shift. I take skills that are designed for the sub itself. Torpedo crew training, so my reload time for my torpedoes is minus 15%. I want to get off as much as possible. Preventive maintenance because you are going to get hit all the time. This is a new one for me. Watchful. This one I really do like. It tells you, like you heard before, the captain when you're going to be detected. Not to mention, if there's a radar cruiser above, it will tell you that there's a radar cruiser or hydro being used above. Even though you're at maximum depth, you know that you're in detectable range. So run away, because if you come up to the third level or periscope depth of the surface, you're going to get detected. I think this is a really, really useful skill. I enjoy it so far, and I'm using it on my British submarines to test it out. So I'm happy with it a lot. Then, of course, I also take Sonarman Expert, and because that's those skill sets, that gives me the extra 25% for my pings. Then I take Improved Battery Efficiency, which is a plus 25% to help me recharge. And, of course, I take Enlarged Propeller Shaft because it gives me an 18% speed boost, which is fantastic. So let's get back into it. I think it's the same battle. It is. Me and the Cossack, you see the mini-map. See, there it goes again. I like it. I've been detected. It's telling me. The Cossack and I are going to play a game of standoff here with him and the Shiratsu. It's my cap, and I'm taking the cap. I fought the entire game and take this bloody cap. So it was funny. Overall, what do I think of this boat? I think it's a great boat to get into and learn. I think it's a lot of fun overall. When I say fun, I do mean fun. This is a kind of a forgiving boat. So if you're new to submarines, it's really good to get into and really easy to get into and work with. I think it's a fun boat. Go down to periscope depth. I'm getting ready for this guy to come around the corner and shotgun me, which is what I expected him to do. And he's just sitting there waiting for it. He's gonna, well, you'll see, I'll get some health knocked out of him, which is kind of funny. Anyway, overall, I'm so far enjoying the British submarines. I've been looking forward to them. I would give this a solid thumbs up, but I like subs, so it's great. So let me know, are you getting the British line? Do you like the British line? Do you going to do early access? Leave a comment down below what you think about it and how you do it and what do you want to do, or do you even like submarines? As always, take care, stay safe, and I wish you all the best, so bye for now.